You're right, guys, and welcome to the latest episode of Muscle Owl Talks. I'm here with Michaela Hollywood, as always, wonderful and lovely, giving the thumbs up.
And using my arm strength.
That's arm strength. So beautiful. If you've not watched episode 36 or something like that, yeah? See, look at that strength. But let's not tell the government, because this is what we're talking about today. There's been a lot of talk lately, actually through the day today and yesterday, about PIP and
basically
Motability vehicles. There we go. Michaela, basically tell us what it's about.
Obviously there's been the changeover from DLA, which was the disability nevertheless, to PIP, which is personal independence payments. In order to qualify for a Motability vehicle, you must get the enhanced rate, I think it's officially called, of PIP.
And that's a new thing.
Motability. Sort of. It's harder to get that rate of support than it was in DLA. And people are being assessed, losing their car, appealing the decision, and then getting their car back again.
So hang on, 900 people so far have lost their Motability vehicle.
900 people a week.
900 people a week. Well, I kind of meant so far. I meant in the last week. I don't know, but per week, so, that's ongoing and still. If that's consistent, then that is something we must change.
Well, yeah, the DWP, the Department for Work and Pensions, their figures show that since PIP was launched, more than 160,000 people have had their original rejection returned on a mandatory reconsideration or at the appeal.
Well, that's in fact, that's what we're talking about as well. We posted a clip the other week about how appeals process and the appeals for PIP just seems to be ongoing. Almost every time someone puts an appeal, they actually get the rate they felt that they deserved, and that people aren't actually being marked properly as they should be. So that's another thing to look at here. You know, one, the government changing the rules around PIP and, you know, what you have to do to get the enhanced rate, and therefore taking away people's Motability vehicles that they have because they can't be out and about in, you know, because they have a physical disability or whatever else. But then the other thing is actually not conducting the process in the right way, so that people then have to launch appeals in order to get the things that they actually legally should be getting.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think, you know, I agree with reform, and I've always said that. I agree. Northern Ireland is the part of the UK with the highest number of individuals on disability-related benefits, non-means tested disability-related benefits, such as DLA, to become PIP. And, you know, we are particularly vulnerable. We have really high rates of disability here. And at the same time, I see a lot of people who have no real reason to need a Motability car. I actually witnessed one man lifting his powered scooter, this whole big humongous thing that my own dad couldn't lift, into the boot of a car. And I'm like, how did you get this benefit? And he had a rematch in the car, so obviously he had the highest rate of DLA. And I remember thinking at that point, what are we doing? But at the same time, we have really vulnerable people. I'm probably okay, but I think the people, in particular people...
Oh yeah, Michaela, if they were taking your vehicle away, this would be huge. So what we're talking about here is kind of marginalised people who
who are in the middle.
People who might have muscular dystrophy that only started affecting them in their 20s, and they've stopped being able to walk long distances, and over time they're going to end up needing to use a wheelchair full time. But they're in this state right now where they can get around okay, and they've just been able to have a Motability vehicle. So I don't know. I mean, Muscular Dystrophy UK have brought forward some really kind of valid examples of this. I don't know. Do you want to talk about some of those?
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that sticks out in my mind is Dave Gale. Dave has becker muscular dystrophy. He's slightly younger than me, but I don't think he's really that much in it. And he is still kind of on his feet, but it's not it's not cricket to be taking the car off someone like Dave Dale.
Yeah.
And that's my new favourite phrase at the minute. It's not cricket, and it's really not. Dave would need an adapted vehicle to suit the power that he has. And as much as he has better, that's still going to deteriorate over time. And he'll need more and more support. I know I have a friend who has ALS, and I know that he has deteriorated slowly over time, much slower than people would have thought. And he is in the process of just getting his vehicle revamped. But I think of him in his early stages, where they have said, no, you're not getting PIP. And that concerns me, because he really would have needed a highly adapted vehicle, and he does need a highly adapted vehicle. There's not just one person I can think of. There are dozens that I know personally who could be affected by this, and it's just it's frightening for them as much as I know I'm more than likely to be safe.
Yeah.
And it's all to do with the assessment process.
Yeah.
I think they've got the reform right, but the assessment wrong.
Yeah, no, I think it's all to do with this idea of kind of going too far into the realms of everything being black and white, everything being one thing or another. Like, you either need something definitely or fully, or you don't need it at all. And that isn't the way disability is. It's not the way disability works, and it's not the way society should be. I mean, it's just another example, I think, of what we see day in, day out at the moment, of it being, okay, you're very severely disabled. Okay, well, you don't have to do anything. You're fine, don't worry. But wait, you're not severely disabled? Then get on out there and we'll take your car away from you. That's the kind of thing that's it's bizarre, and it's not fair. And in fact, if anything, I think it pushes people into kind of acting like their disability is worse, or actually having to do that, which is horrific.
I think the big thing that we need to remember is a lot of this comes from the walk test. Where they can walk independently for 50 metres, as this was in DI, and now in PIP it's down to 20 metres. And that may not sound like a lot, but for some people, 50 metres isn't doable, but 20 metres is. And, for me, 26 miles is doable. I've done it in my chair. But that doesn't mean that I don't need real specialist assistance to get there. And the worst talk of mobility is removing, and that if you could do it with a mobility aid, it would be a 0 score. And it's really disheartening that through this reform, this should be making people's lives better. They're going through all the stress of losing their car, which doesn't only losing their independence or losing their mental health, but it also loses in their jobs in some cases. And that's where things really start to get bad, because the Disability Employment Act is wide enough, and we don't need to make it any wider.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a petition going around? What's Muscular Dystrophy UK doing about this? How can people get involved and express their concern?
Yeah, Dave Gill, who I mentioned earlier, he has started a petition so that disabled people who have applied for PIP and haven't been given the enhanced rate that they need in order to get their mobility vehicle can keep their mobility vehicle running until it's ongoing. So hopefully that will minimise things and make things a little bit easier, but obviously we need the government to listen to that and to enact that and put that forward and stop taking the vehicles off them before the whole thing has been settled.
Yeah. No, I think that's the most important thing for the time being. Brilliant. Okay, we'll share that in the link above, and more on this to come. We'll be following the story and the situation and keep up to date with everything that Muscular Dystrophy UK and Nick Bungay at Muscular Dystrophy UK are doing about this. So, yeah.
Our press coverage today. Go watch some of it.
Yeah, watch some of it. Some of it's on Muscle too. Check it out. We'll catch you in a bizzle. Bye-bye. Bye.